It's your boy LooneyToonz, man, a.k.a. Twin, a.k.a. my brother's keeper. You know the shit. You know the drill. Salute to all my fans and followers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for liking the videos. Please, guys, remember to like the videos. I'm getting hella views, and there's not that many likes on the video. So please smash that like button. Big shout out to all my followers from TikTok that are coming over to YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. This is basically where I give my real story, you know what I'm saying? Where I give it to you raw and uncut, you know what I'm saying? From the beginning. You understand? Right now, we're going to do part 2. We're going to get into part 2 of my foundation, my beginning, you know what I'm saying? Where I came from and, you know, basically how everything started, you know, to roll in a bad direction for me, you understand? So, salute to everybody that crossed over. Anybody who wants to follow me on TikTok, it's all caps TOONZ_76. Please go show love over there, man. We having fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't take nothing too serious, you heard? It's your boy Toonz, man. Oh, I want to say one other thing too, man. I put my CashApp up in my videos, right? In the hopes that people will donate in order to get better equipment, you know what I'm saying? Better phones, better lighting, you know, better cameras, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, it's rough out here. I get mine out the mud, you understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to the channel, I would like to make better quality content and stuff like that, but it's expensive, you know what I'm saying? So I put the CashApp up there for that reason. I'm not begging nobody for nothing. Let's get that straight. You understand? So I want to get that out the way because I had a few DMs and a couple comments asking me, you know, like why I'm putting my CashApp up there, this, that, and the third. But that's why I do it, you know, in the hopes to grow the channel. I'm trying to get merch out here. I'm trying to get a hot press so I can make my own shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not begging for nothing. I'm just asking if anybody wants to help. The CashApp is below, right there. You know what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. So basically, we left off last time where I was talking about moving back in with my moms, right? You know, at that point in life, I didn't really know shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still just a kid, right? But I knew my mother was hurting. And I just couldn't stay with my pops or any other family members or whatever the case may be, knowing that. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, like I said in my last video, that's why I went back to my mother. And I know she had a lot of shit with her and a lot of baggage, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I didn't mind carrying that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my mother. That's why I got a big issue with the shit that's going on in the world right now with this Wallace dude and everybody burning down Philly over the dude that these cops shot, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't fuck with the police in no type of way. You understand? I hate the cops. But at the same time, did you see all the people that was out there? His boys, his family members. They was filming the whole shit. Nobody got out and said, yo, bruh, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody jumped on them like, yo, these police are going to kill you. They all sat there filming it. The one dude talking about, oh, don't hurt my wheel. Like, come on, man. That's your man. And then after everything's said and done, you want to hop out like, oh, man, I can't believe they did that. You seen that shit coming from a mile away. Come on, man. Now we burning down the city over it? Bro, the dude was a piece of fucking shit. He beat his mother. He had a restrainer. He wasn't even supposed to be around his mother because he put hands on his moms. So from that point forward, not to mention that he was also putting hands on his girl and this, that, and the third, and he had a lot of mental issues. But at the end of the day, he was beating on his mother. You know what I'm saying? And you burning the city down over that piece of shit? Y'all got the game fucked up, man. Don't, like I said, don't get it twisted. I don't fuck with the cops, and I don't believe nothing. I don't believe any of that bullshit should slide with the police shooting people. Nah, they should get theirs right on the spot right there, just like they did. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody doing that. Niggas quick to pull out their fucking cameras and their phones and film shit. But you don't really want no sauce, man. You don't really want that work. Scared to death of them police. But then you want to turn around and blame them and shit. Man, that shit don't fly, man. That shit don't fly with me. The people I'm around, the people I've always been around, never been built like that. I've been dealing with the police since I was like 14 years old, 13 years old. You understand? And that has a lot to do with the way I see authority now. Because when I moved back then with my moms and shit, and we moved to this town, Cranford, it was an out-of-the-way, low-key, you know what I'm saying, like middle-class town, and then lower middle class, you know what I'm saying? We were like lower middle class. We was on the other side of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? So my introduction to the police was basically there. And them cops, listen, when I was growing up there in the 90s, them cops didn't give a fuck. They would target you on a daily basis and lock you up over every little thing. You understand? So my initial introduction with the police was bad from the door. You know what I'm saying? They was locking us up every week. Straight up, because we ain't fit in over there. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the wicked shit came in and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, bro, that shit just never, my heart never beat like that. You understood? Like, I was learning, I was figuring shit out. And I learned a lot growing up there too, man. I learned a lot about snakes. I learned a lot about backbiting motherfuckers. I learned a lot about life. I learned about, you know, dealing with the police. I learned a lot growing up them little 2-3 years that I was there. You understand? And I had a lot of firsts there. You understand? Like I had my first girlfriend there, my first love there. You understand? I actually got involved with another girl and ended up moving in with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot of shit that went down there, you know, that I remember, and I be trying to put in like chronological order, you know what I'm saying, in order to tell you guys the story. But you gotta understand, man, like, my introduction to shit was bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, it's hard to explain, man, because a lot of the people that, like, I came up with, man, I ain't talked to in 35 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really fuck with me like that. And I knew it, you understand? Because I didn't know where I fit in at the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was doing. I was still growing, you understand? So I spent a lot of time with my boys hanging out on the block, getting in trouble, smoking weed, doing this, that, and the third. You know? And that shit just led me down the wrong road, man. My whole introduction to life and the system was fucked up. You understand? So when people tell me now, like, bro, you could change, you could do this, you could do that, change the what? Like, this is me. I'm always gonna be this. This shit not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? And especially after going through all the shit I went through, which we gonna get into. But this is part 2, and I'm just breaking it down, like my introduction to the police and my introduction to life growing up, you know, from 12, 13, 14 years old. I learned quick, man. You know what I'm saying? And I picked it all up and stored it in my head. You know what I'm saying? And now I started learning from my mother, because my mother was in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? So I learned early what life was like. And I'm talking about real life. I'm not talking about that square 9 to 5. I'm not talking about, you know, you being home at 5 o'clock for dinner. I'm talking about that real shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that town used to come to my apartment and party and shit like that, you know? And everybody thought it was the shit. You know, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, they come over there, they smoke, they get high, they drink, you know what I'm saying? People having sex, whatever the case may be, they chilling. But at the end of the day, you go home at 5 o'clock and sit down with your family and have dinner, and your parents ask you about your homework. That shit wasn't like that for me. When the party was over at my house and everybody went home, my mother was still on go. I was on go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And when the crack era hit hard in the late 80s, early 90s and shit like that, my mother fell victim. You know what I'm saying? And she was smoking that shit. So you just imagine not being able to get, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. You can't even get in the fucking bathroom because my mom's got some fucking crackhead junkies over hanging out at the house at 13, 14 years old. I got these people trying to steal from me, all types of crazy shit. So you got to understand how my mind frame was built around that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with my mother having numerous boyfriends and shit like that. And that shit ain't fly with me. I fucked up every one of her boyfriends. Every single one of her boyfriends that she ever brought to that house, except for one dude. And his name was Randy Corson. And that was one solid brother, man. White dude. But I'm telling you, man, his kick game was unbelievable, man. And he rode out for my moms. You know what I'm saying? But this is after going through, I don't know how many people, you know what I'm saying? This is night after night of partying and trying to deal with regular shit. You know what I'm saying? I still got to show up for school. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a regular life. You understand? You stay up all night with a bunch of crackheads in your house, locked in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go in there and shower. You gotta throw the same clothes on for 2-3 days and yeah. Keep thinking this shit a game, man. This shit ain't no game, man. I ain't come up under that 9-to-5 Betty Crocker lifestyle, man. You understand? And that twisted my head in a lot of different ways, because from the beginning, man, like I was surrounded by pieces of shit, drug addicts, drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? That street life, you know? And when, you know, when shit went bad and we finally got kicked out and all that, man, we gonna get into that. That's when I was introduced to the streets for real. The gang life, the street life, dealing drugs, busting guns, all that, man. Part 3 coming up. Please, man, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, smash the notification bell for upcoming videos, man. Your boy LooneyToonz, a.k.a. Twin, a.k.a. my brother's keeper. Always salute to my fans, salute to my real ones. Part 3 coming up next. Cash App right there, man. Donate so we can make some better quality videos and we ain't got to be coming live from the car every time, you know? Salute, fam.
Real Talk TV, hoping to save the next one from making the same mistakes. Facts.